the morning after our dear friend Charlie was assassinated, I take a step out on my porch and I had a lady out there saying, "I'm watching you." They then doxed my family by distributing flyers all over our neighborhood saying that my husband, Stephen Miller, is a Nazi, is a war criminal, and had our home address. They spread it all over our neighborhood and have continued to do so, not only at my children's parks, but around town. And as you and I both know, what they're intending to do is not just peacefully protest. And maybe these people are not the assassins, but they are inciting the same violence that we saw take out our friend Charlie Kirk last week. I will not sit idly by while anyone else is murdered. I will not sit idly by while they come after my friends, while they come after the people who are fighting for our fellow Americans. If President Trump has taught us anything after Butler, is we stand up and we say, fight, fight, fight. And to the people who are standing outside my home and writing chalk and trying to intimidate and scare us and make my children stay in our house, I say no more. I say my children and I will live free, and you will not get to do so.
I love you and Stephen. You have beautiful children. I hate that you have to live this way. This is now the reality. Now, I was talking to Pam Bondi about the issue of freedom of speech. I make my living with free speech. And you can't say fire it in a crowded theater. You also can't make terroristic threats. This, to me, would clearly come under the guise of terroristic threats. Would you agree?
I think not only this is terroristic threats, I think this is doxing. I think there are quite a few criminal statutes that are violated in this case. And I would think that what we saw President Trump say today in the Oval Office is we're not going to stand anymore for left-wing groups to terrorize fellow Americans. This is the example in which he is speaking about, is that if you let these small things continue to go by, what happens at the next step? It's what happened on college campuses, Sean. What you saw is that for time and again, if a conservative wanted to go speak on a college campus, they had to have armed security. We had to have security guards. When these universities decided that they weren't going to expel or suspend the students who made it impossible for conservatives to have free speech on our college campuses, that is what is led to Charlie Kirk's murder. And if we don't step up and start putting people in cuffs for these actions, what comes next? It started with President Trump and Butler. It happened to Charlie Kirk last Wednesday, and there will be no more children raised without fathers because of left-wing terror.
I can't say it any better. Katie, all good people, people that have hearts and a soul and a conscience. You, Stephen, your children are all in our prayers tonight. And of course, Erica, her children, Charlie, their entire extended family, and all the people that work at Turning Point. Thank you, and I'm so sorry you're living through that.